Are you a beginner who wants to know how to get your first chin-up? Or do you want to get more back and bicep strength by doing weighted chin-ups? In this video, we are going to give you a complete chin-up progression from your very first chin-up to weighted chin-ups. Let's go.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
All right, level 1 to mastering your chin-up is to do the Australian pull-up. To start out, you want to have the bar at about hip height. Now, if when you're doing this, you notice that you still can't hit your first Australian pull-up, it's okay to raise it as much as you need. The second thing to know is that you want to have your grip just outside of your shoulders, you want to have your heels together, and you want to touch the bar to the bottom of your chest each and every rep. Now, depending on the surface that you're using, you might need to use something to be able to level your feet so that you can keep them straight for each and every rep. So here's what the Australian pull-up looks like. So a couple of things to note about the Australian pull-up. Make sure that your legs are straight. Make sure that you're making contact with the bar each and every rep. And when you can hit 3 sets of 10 at one level, you can then lower the bar so that it's a little bit more difficult. And when you do that, it'll look like this. Once you can go to where your back is almost touching the ground, you're ready to move on to level 2. All right, now we're on level 2, which is the Australian pull-up with our feet on the bench. By elevating our feet, we make it much more difficult to be able to pull ourselves to the bar and to build even more back strength when we're doing this Australian pull-up. All the same rules apply, heels together, bar touches the bottom of your chest, and you want to do that for each and every rep. Once you can hit 3 sets of 10 of this, you're ready to move on to level 3. So here's what level 2 looks like. Once you can hit 3 sets of 10 of this, you're ready to move on to level 3. So now we're at level 3 of the chin-up progression, and it's going to be a combo movement. We're going to do one movement right after the other. You're going to do 5 Australian pull-ups with your feet on the bench, and then you're going to do a 20-second negative, or lowering yourself down from the chin-up position. So here's what it's going to look like. So now for the negative, you can either jump up to get your chin over the bar, or you can use a box to be able to get over the bar and slowly lower yourself down. You want to spend about 20 seconds all the way down, which means you'll be at the halfway point at 10 seconds. So here's what it'll look like. Once you can do 5 Australian pull-ups with your feet on the bench and a 20-second negative right after, for 3 sets, you'll be ready to move on to level 4. All right, so you've made it to level 4 for the chin-up. By now, you've done enough work to build up strength in your back and biceps to be able to get your first chin-up. So let's try it out. However, you're probably only going to be able to do 1 or 2. So in order to be able to maximize every single effort, you're gonna do as many chin-ups as you can, and then when you know it's your last one, you're gonna slowly lower yourself down for another 20-second negative. If for some reason right now you still can't do your first chin-up, go back to your Australian pull-ups on the bench and your negatives, and make sure that your negatives go to 25 or even 30 seconds, because that will help you to build some more strength. So set up underneath the bar. Once you're on top of that bar and you're at a dead hang, you're going to pull the bar all the way down to your chest, making contact with your chest. Keep your heels together and keep your rib cage tucked underneath for the entire repetition. It'll look like this. Once you're able to do at least 5 repetitions, you're then able to not have to worry about doing your negatives anymore. Now it's just about trying to get more repetitions of your actual chin-ups. All right, so you've made it to the 5th level of the chin-up, and by now you've actually already gotten your first chin-up, but you can do even better. So with this, you're actually gonna progress to the weighted chin-up. When you're able to do 3 sets of 10 of your regular chin-ups, you can then get a weight belt and start adding some weight. Starting with 5 pounds, your goal is to get 3 sets of 5, no more than 8 repetitions. What I like to do with this is I'll actually take the weight plate, push it behind my calves, and then I'm ready to do my weighted chin-ups. So that's the 5th level of the chin-up. Just some quick things to note. Every time you're working shoulders where you're pressing weight over your head, it's a good idea to also work out your chin-ups. Anytime you're doing push-ups or bench press, still do those Australian pull-ups, because they also target those back muscles a little bit more directly, and you always want to work the opposing or the antagonist muscle group anytime you're working out. So be patient with yourself, take your time, focus on 8 to 12 second efforts. Remember, this is a neurological adaptation as much as an organic adaptation, and you can do it if you stick with the steps and you're consistent. If this video is helpful and you want to get into a training program like Malleable, check the description box below for your free video on how to find your starting weight and levels for the 7 foundational movements. For more fitness, mindset, and nutritional training, visit malleable.com, where you can experience our online coaching program for free and get personalized programming and form coaching for better results faster. Listen, you can do this. You are stronger than you think you are, and you can do more than you think you can.